Hi, my name is Yoko-Mia and I am currently doing my Food 2602 Food Project 2 today. My student number is 22019839. This is my kitchen. So now I will be making a mushroom risotto, and these are the ingredients that I require. 1 tablespoon porcini mushrooms, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 onion, 2 garlic cloves freshly crushed, some chestnut mushrooms, the arborio, which is the risotto rice, and then after that we need some white wine, some vegetable stock, some freshly cut parsley, 25 grams butter, salt, and freshly ground pepper, and lastly some parmesan. These are all the ingredients required to make my mushroom risotto. I'm going to start by finely chopping 1 onion, so we'll chop it on the side. 1, 2, cut it here on the side. Cut it down the middle. And then cut down the side for dicing. Okay, I'm going to continue that for the other half of the onion. Right, now that I've diced up my onion, I have separated them to put them aside for now. I will now be crushing and mincing the garlic. So first thing you're going to do is press down. Okay, cut the sides. Take the peel off. Same thing to the other one. Press down with a knife. Cut the sides. Take the peel off. And then start mincing. Okay, mincing the garlic. There you go. Minced garlic. Right. I'm waiting for the pan to heat up. Once that is heat up, it's a medium low. I will be adding the onions and garlic as well as the chestnut and porcini mushrooms. Over here on the side, I have just put the pan on medium low, and I will be putting 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So here goes 1 and 2. Okay, let's just let that heat up a little bit. Now I am slicing up the chestnut mushrooms. I'll be slicing up the chestnut mushrooms. I already removed the stem from it, and I'm just going to slice it this way. Okay. So that is the chestnut mushrooms sliced up. I'll be slicing these next. Now I will be cutting up my porcini mushrooms. First thing I'm going to do is remove the stem, like that, so that we separate the stem. Let's do one more. Yes, right. That is about 1 tablespoon, and then I'm going to slice it same like the previous ones. Right. Now I have my chestnut mushrooms over here and my porcini mushrooms over here. I'll be taking 1 tablespoon of the porcini mushrooms and about 255 grams of the chestnut mushrooms. So now I'll be adding in the 1 onion from earlier on that I chopped and diced up. As well as the garlic from earlier, 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, I'm going to let that saute for a bit before I add in the mushrooms. So this is my vegetable stock that I will be adding. I already added a little cube, but I'm going to add 1 more whole cube inside and stir that around a bit. Now that my onions and garlic have been sauteed in the pan, I will now add 255 grams of chestnut mushrooms. And 1 tablespoon of porcini mushrooms. So while that is sauteing, I will add my 25 grams butter in and I'm going to let that melt all inside. Once everything is melted together, I will add my arboreal rice, about 255 grams, 1 cup. So I have just put my pan a little bit lower. I put the heat down a little bit and now I'm going to add the rice. So let me add the rice. Spread it evenly. What you're going to do now is you're going to have to stir it all in. Now I'll be adding my dry white wine. I have already poured out some into here. Just pour a little bit more. I need 150 milliliters. So let me add that now. And then you want to mix it in. So I am stirring the risotto and I will be gradually adding in my vegetable stock to the risotto. Because this does take quite some time to cook, it will be a bit of a slow process. But after every couple of minutes that you see that the vegetable stock has been soaked up, add a little bit more. Right, and now I'm going to, this is my mushroom risotto from earlier on. I put some oil in a bowl just to make it ease up when I put it over. And now I'm just going to add some grated parmesan. Okay, and finish the mushroom risotto. Pairing this with the deboned chicken. Okay, I'm going to plate it now. Right. And now I have plated the mushroom risotto. I'm going to add my deboned chicken. Take my milk and add some of my milk. bit of freshly ground black pepper. Here is the deboned stuffed chicken with my mushroom risotto and the mirepoix on the side. There is a garnished with parsley and some chive.